if you have a very close bonding together as sexual partners, it must always be nice to be let into this very intimate feeling that this other person has, and to hear him opening up about it, or her, of course, opening up about it. And well, I'm really glad that your girlfriends did take the time and did find the courage to, well, really listen to you and not just feel grossed out or just got scared off by the first things they heard or they thought when they heard about a food fetish. Well, some people are just worried that if it is different, it is wrong. And I am really glad that you have had a chance to show your girlfriends what it is like for you to have this fetish, and that it is not something gross or something, well, I can't find the right word right now, but not something to be scared of. It is actually something really intimate to you. It makes the contact to your girlfriend probably much more intimate when you are able to show her this, and when you are able to share this with her. Am I right about that? Well, I think that is very nice also how you describe it, and I am really happy for you. And I am also, well, happy about how you are able to open up about this. So maybe there is something you want to say to other people watching this about, well, how they should cope with their fetish if they are maybe not comfortable with it, or any advice that you would have for people who are watching. Well, I think that is a nice advice, and I do agree with you, but also, well, like I said before, keep thinking for yourself if you want to open up about your fetishes, and try to make wise decisions about who you open up to and what you tell them exactly. So I think we are getting to the end of this session now, because we've been talking for almost an hour. Is there anything you want to ask me, or anything you want to say before we end the session? Well, there you mean the thing with the music and the food on your nose. I think it is very clear where this part of the session, where this part of the fetish comes from. So I think you totally understand why you love this so much. And I think that answers all the questions. What is there to think of it? Yes, it is something I have never heard before, but I have heard of fetishes occurring after a very special moment that was sexually arousing to somebody. And well, there it can really be anything anything from that moment that makes the person get a new fetish or change their fetish about something, because it is such an erotic moment for them, such an arousing moment. And in that way, it is actually very normal. It is actually a very clear example of how a fetish can evolve, or where a fetish can start. So I think it is very nice that you can remember this moment so clearly and that you can describe it so vividly. And I think other people can understand your fetish much better because you are able to tell them where it comes from. And that is also, well, probably a reason to find it less weird, or to understand it better. Better understanding is always good. And I think it is nothing, well, nothing that I don't know. I have heard of lots of fetishes, and well, this definitely is not the strangest thing I've ever heard. And when you, well, search around the internet about what kind of fetishes exist, there's really everything out there. So then you will see that this is actually not that strange at all. But I can understand how you feel a bit, well, different with this fetish, because it's so specific. It is really a very specific description of what you love. But I don't think that is strange, because you can describe the situation this fetish comes from. So that's what I think of it. Yeah, I think it is very explainable, and in that way, very normal. But of course, I've never heard of exactly this fetish before. So in that way, I was excited to read about it, and it was something new. So yeah, I found it interesting. Anything else you wanted to talk about or ask or tell me before we stop this session? Well, it is just the way it is. All right, then I really want to thank you for how openly you could speak about your fetishes and, well, your experiences with them. And I will upload this video on my website and on YouTube. I will make some changes, not to any of the words that you have used. I will just shorten the time that it took to type them probably. So I will make some cuts, but I won't cut out any relevant information. So there will be just a little less waiting for the viewer. And I was thinking of voicing over your text so that people could just listen to the video. I would use my own voice to do that and then just always tell the viewer that it is me talking or you talking before I would speak a sentence. So would you agree on that? And would you agree on me uploading the video on YouTube and on my website and maybe on other platforms? All right. Well, I am very, very happy about that. And I will get to work with this video as soon as possible, and then you will hear from me when the video is ready. Thank you for, be willing to have this chat session with me. I will hang up now.